Hello, Standard 9. Your Arun sir going to teach biology, chapter 14, the respiratory system, and it is part 5. Dear children, we discussed about the mechanism of breathing, means inspiration and expiration, how the air enters our thoracic cavity or the lungs and how it comes out. That part is clear. Now, sometime we have seen that our rate of breathing increases. Means how this rate of breathing is controlled. Control of breathing movement is done by respiratory center, and that respiratory center, where it is located in the medulla oblongata of the brain. Our brain has got a part, and the name of that part is medulla oblongata, and there only the respiratory center of the breathing is located. How it works? It works on the basis of carbon dioxide content in the blood. If more amount of carbon dioxide content is there in the blood, the rate of breathing will be increased, and it is involuntary action, and it can't be controlled by our will. So respiratory center is located in the medulla oblongata of the brain. After that, we have to discuss capacity of lung. We will discuss this later on. Before that, let me discuss some experiment related to breathing and respiration. The first experiment which we have to discuss, that water is lost during breathing. Okay, loss of water. Water is lost. Water is lost during breathing. Very clearly you can demonstrate. Okay, just we have discussed that in an aerobic respiration, carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy is released. How can you demonstrate that water is also lost during respiration and breathing is a part of respiration? Just stand in front of a mirror and try to blow air from your mouth. You can see water droplets on the mirror. Or I put on a spectacle, and whenever I need to clear my glasses, I just do like this. As I do, what happens? Water droplets falls on the glasses, and which I wipe by my handkerchief. Or during winter season, you have seen while we talk, it appears that someone is smoking. Actually, water vapor is coming out now also, but it is not visible. When the outside temperature is low, it will be visible. Very clear? So, very easy to prove that water is lost during respiration. Second thing, carbon dioxide is given out during respiration. That part is also clear. And we can say that carbon dioxide, one very important or very famous test is there, that when carbon dioxide is passed in lime water, the lime water turns milky. You can take one test tube, okay, test tube, and put one pipe. Now pack it, put here lime water, now blow air from your mouth, blow for some time. What you will see, lime water will turn milky, and we are knowing that lime water turns milky only in the presence of carbon dioxide. What does it prove? It proves that we respire, we give out carbon dioxide during breathing and it turns lime water milky. Or other way also you can do this experiment. See here, you can take such type of pipe. Okay, now put two clips here. From this side, suck the air. Suck the air. And put clip here closed. This clip is open. Suck air and put clip here. One so that this can be stopped. If you will suck air, the lime water will not turn milky. Now, blow air or put clip here, open this and blow air from this pipe. What you will see, that lime water will turn milky. And if lime water turns milky, what does it proves? It proves that presence of carbon dioxide which is given out by our breathing. Very clear or not? Now, other experiment. Other experiment, we have discussed about the mechanism of breathing. Means we discussed about this intercostal muscle when they relax, intercostal muscle when they relax, and diaphragm, due to the diaphragm which is arc shaped, dome shaped. See here, this is the diaphragm and intercostal muscle inside. When it relax, what will happen? The volume will be reduced, and when the volume is reduced, the pressure will be increased, and when the pressure is increased, the air will rush out. Okay, and when it contracts, what will happen? The volume is increased. If the volume is increased, pressure will be decreased, and when the pressure will be decreased, the air from outside will rush in the lungs. Let us prove it that how it happens. Okay, you can take a bottle this way. This is the bottle. This side is open, and put one pipe here. Pipe this way. Okay. Now air tight it. Make it airtight from upside. Now put a rubber sheet here. Tie a rubber sheet. Okay, and tie two balloons here. These are the balloons. And dear children, these balloons represent our lungs. Now, hold this rubber sheet and pull it. What will be the position of the rubber sheet after pulling? After pulling, the rubber sheet will become like this. If you will pull, the rubber sheet will become like this. Hold it and pull it down. What will happen? Inside the volume will be increased. If the volume is increased, the pressure will be decreased. And when the pressure will be decreased, the air from outside will rush in the bottle, and as a result, the balloon will become like this, a little bit, okay, due to filling of air. Understood or not? Same is the condition of our lungs. When this diaphragm flattens and intercostal muscle contracts. Volume is increased, and when the volume is increased, the pressure is decreased and outside air rushes in our thoracic cavity or the lungs. Just opposite to it. This is a rubber sheet. Now, rubber sheet, just push it and make it like this, rubber sheet. Just push from down. What will happen? Inside, the volume will be decreased. If the volume will be decreased, what will happen? Pressure will increase, and now the air will go out. The air will go out, and this balloon, which was like this, will become like this. Understood or not? This is the mechanism of breathing or inhalation and exhalation, how the air enters our lungs and how it comes out. Very clear? Now, to measure, next experiment, to measure the volume of expired air, that how much air we blow out, once how much air we blow out. That part let us discuss. How to measure if you can blow? What is the quantity of air blown? You can measure it. Now how to measure? Take a bottle this way. Take bottle. Okay. And in this bottle, this tube, glass tube, one more side, this side also, take glass tube, but this is bent here, and put here one beaker. Now make it airtight. In this, put water. Now, suck air in your mouth. Here, fix your mouth and blow air. What will happen? The air will go, and due to going of this air, the water will come out and water will be collected in the beaker. Water will be collected in the beaker, and the amount of water shows the volume of expired air, that how much air we are expiring. That, and you can measure this water and you will come to know about the volume of expired air by our mouth. Very clear or not? So this experiment is also, experiment 4 is also clear. Now one more experiment let us discuss. The last experiment, what to discuss? That oxygen is taken in by animals during breathing. While we breathe, oxygen is taken in. Now let us prove it. Very easy. Take 2 conical flask bottle. Okay, cone shaped flask bottle. Take 2 cone shaped flask bottle. Name it A and B. You have taken 2 cone shaped flask bottle and take cockroach. Okay, 1 live cockroach and 1 dead cockroach. Keep here live cockroach. Okay. Live cockroach. Live cockroach. Okay. And here, dead cockroach. Dead cockroach. Now, try prostat. Here the cockroach is live and here the cockroach is dead. And dead cockroach must be treated with formalin. Treated with a chemical formalin. Now the question arises, why it should be treated with formalin? Just to avoid bacterial growth. It is an antiseptic to avoid bacterial growth. Okay, if we will treat the dead cockroach with formalin, there will be no bacterial growth. And now, this B is a control experiment. Something is lacking, you will not get the result. B is, in both you have put cockroach, here live cockroach, here dead cockroach. Now, take 2 burning candle and put inside burning candle. Here also and here also. Candle. And now, by the help of thread, and now tie this, pack this, make it airtight. Now watch the timing for the going off of the flame. Where the flame will go faster, here the flame goes faster. This flame goes faster. Now a question, and here after watch the see the watch. Here the flame will die faster, go faster, but here after some time. Now a question arises, why this difference in timing is there? Dear children, in both the conical flask, oxygen was present. In both the conical flask, the oxygen was present. But that oxygen was taken by the live cockroach. So, no oxygen was left. So, this flame goes faster. Here, since the cockroach was dead, oxygen was not taken by the cockroach. So, the flame continued burning for some time till the presence of oxygen, whatever oxygen was present, till that time the candle was burning in this. But here the candle goes faster because oxygen was taken by the cockroach. Very clear or not? So what does it prove? It proves that oxygen is taken in by the animal during breathing. So dear children, today we discussed about the experiment and the rest part, capacity of lungs and effect of altitude on breathing, we will discuss in the next video. Don't think that sir has left this part and went. No, we will discuss it later on. So dear children, today we discuss about control of breathing movement, where the center is in brain, that is medulla oblongata, and some experiments. In experiment we discussed water is lost during breathing, carbon dioxide is given out during breathing, action of diaphragm during breathing, and to measure the volume of expired air, and at last we discuss that oxygen is taken in by animals during the breathing. Today up to this much. In the next video we will discuss the next part. Thank you very much.